This is rjcarbone, and you're listening to BD4.
Anthony for three. Bang! That one goes down. This one by Mattingly. Oh, hang on to the RJ Barrett does it again from downtown.
He is just tearing the Orioles apart.
It's good. Randle gets the bounce, and he ties the game.
Houston ducks under. Got it! What a pass left.
Up and ran. Slam the other way for Aaron Judge.
Penetrates, creates, and showing some dexterity as well with the left hand.
Yankees win. The Yankees win.
All right. Happy New Year. Hope everybody enjoyed their New Year's Eve. Welcome to the show. Welcome to BD4. I'm your host, RJ Carbone. This is episode 297 of BD4, where there is no better way to get your Yankees and Knicks analysis. It would have been cool if episode 300 would have been the episode on the new year. Could have been like a celebratory episode where, I don't know. But it would have been cool. It would have been cool if it worked out naturally like that. But this is going to be a good show. We're expected to have maybe 3 guests. Hopefully we can get 3. All depending on if they get back to me in time on the show tonight for Ep 297. We're supposed to be with 3 other folks talking UFC, the new year. That'll be in this episode that you're listening to right now a little later in the show. Obviously, we're going to first start off with the Knicks in a bit. Talk about their latest defeat in Oklahoma City Thunder yesterday. Just when you think, well, I didn't. But they did win 3 straight. What was it, like 4 of their last 5, maybe 2. And then they go out there and they lose to OKC. Granted, without some of their, starters, but we'll get into that. Again, I hope everybody has had a good one so far. I hope your New Year's Eve was nice. I had a quarantine. I'm still finishing out my quarantine. I caught the, I think it's the Omicron thing. It's just, I have a slight cold, so fortunately, the effects for me haven't been bad. Now, I caught COVID, and I think it was towards the end of the summer. For the first time, I caught COVID. It's been the same thing. So fortunately for me, I don't, when I first caught it, it was the same thing. I had a slight cold. You could hear it in my voice. But other than that, I felt pretty good. So I'm feeling the same way right now. Hopefully this is it remains this way, and hopefully I'm at the end and I'll be fine. And I think I will be. But yeah, man, I had a quarantine for New Year's Eve. I don't really go out for New Year's Eve anyway, so it's not like I had any plans. But I might have went down the street, play a little poker. My buddy would have been, in my plans. But other than that, I'm not one of those people who go nuts for New Year's. Maybe you are, right? Maybe you go nuts, but me, I like to lay back at this point. And I've always been this way. But yeah, it was a good, a good solid year for me. It's always funny, this whole New Year's thing to me, because it's like people, do people really wait an entire year to like change and do these resolutions? I think it's great. Don't get me wrong that people want to change themselves, but it's like, it'll be like August, and like people will literally, I've heard people say, well, my New Year's resolutions, I already know what I want to do, this and that. It's like, you can change any second of you can change tomorrow, today. You don't have to wait out the rest of the 3-4 remaining months of the year to You know, some of these resolution stuff, it's too far, and especially on social media, man. It's like I always poke fun at it. It's like you just see all these soliloquies on social media. It's like, this is your business. You don't need to be telling everybody else just so you can get your personal validation. Oh, the world isn't for me sometimes, man. I need a break from social. Oh, man. Anywho, let's talk Knicks. Let's get into things here. But first, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to this podcast, be sure to do that right now. You can subscribe to BD4, where there's no better way to get your Knicks and Knicks analysis, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, many other platforms to listen to this podcast on. You can do so. And you can also watch the video format of this podcast up on YouTube. So if you haven't done so, subscribe to this podcast, BD4, on YouTube. Leave us a comment. Like the video. Dislike the video if you want, because at this point, it won't even show up. They took away the dislike button. And I've got my own little conspiracy as to why they did that, but I won't get into that. It's political. Yeah, all that stuff. Be sure to do that. Share it with your friends if you want. BD4. Alright, so let's get to our first break. Get to the first plug. When we get back, we'll start the show. Hey guys, so I've noticed that only a small portion of you who watch the podcast on YouTube are actually subscribed. So make sure the next time you go to BD4 on YouTube, if you feel like subscribing, do it. This way it'll help the channel grow, reach out to more audiences, more Knicks fans out there, more Yankees fans out there, MMA fans, sports fans in general. Just whenever you watch BD4 on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to help us grow. So if you guys want to follow me on social media, be sure to do so right now. I'm on Facebook at rjcarbone, and I'm also on Instagram at rjcarbone. Once again, if you want to find me on Facebook, that is rjcarbone. Instagram at robjcarbone. By the way, now that it's the new year, the UFC is just 2 weeks away from starting up again. I believe it's the 15th when we've got the first fight card of the year. It's the Khamzat Chimaev, and I think he's the main event. Is it him and Jeez, let me look. Yeah, let me look. I know it's Khamzat Chimaev and somebody else, though. It's the other dude who's very good. Oh, I don't know if he's going up against him. UFC. January 15th. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay, so it's not Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, it's Chikadze. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, okay. Okay, it is Chikadze. And I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, but I like this. This dude's good too. He's 14-2 in MMA, and he's, you know, I've watched him before. He's legit. I don't know if he's part of Khabib's camp. He might be, but he's a monster. That's going to be a good card. And then obviously the Francis Ngannou card, pay-per-view number 270. That takes place the next week, the following week, like the 23rd or whatever it is. I'm terrible at counting, but oh man, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good year for the UFC for sure. Last year may have been the best ever. It's what a lot of people are saying. You know, I can't hold a true opinion to that because I, caught on in 2020, but it was good. Yeah, it was good. So let's get into it. Let's talk Knicks, and again, this is going to be an episode where mainly, I would say a good portion of this episode where it's going to be me and a few of my buddies talking about UFC, the new year, and whatever, just shooting the shit. That's going to be the later half of the episode. But we are going to talk Knicks for a bit here. And they took another loss. They took another... Shocker, right? They took another loss last night, snapping that 3-game win streak they had. And this was to the OKC Thunder. This was an 80-point outing for the Knicks. 95-80 in Oklahoma City. They took the loss to the Thunder. You had RJ Barrett, 26 points. Robinson led in rebounds with 12. Fournier and Barrett with 3 assists to lead the team. Fournier and Barrett with 2 steals apiece to lead. And then a block for each of Mitch, Taj, and Burks. Those were the leaders in the stat categories. But this was a game without Julius. It was a game without Kemba Walker. Julius is on protocol. Kemba, I think he's nursing the knees, I believe. RJ Barrett, though, stepped up. He had 26 points in this one. But everybody else, even including RJ from 3-point distance, everybody on the team was just bricking every shot. Every jumper they took was just clank. The Knicks weren't missing. They weren't making. They were missing instead. They were 19.5% from 3-point distance. 8 makes on 41 attempts, to be precise. They were once again putrid from the charity stripe, just 54.5% on free throws. It's what they do. Meanwhile, OKC, one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the league, 42% on their threes, making 18 of them. They were led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA scored 23 points. He is a nice player, dude. We're talking about point guards that I like, that I want on the Knicks. That's one of the guys. He's long. He's got length. So he's more of a wing, but he can play. He's a point guard, but he can play wing. He's versatile. He plays defense and he scores the ball. He's a good young player who they need to take care of him if you're OKC. The Knicks were in this one, against the friggin' Thunder. They were in it. It should have been a domination from the Knicks side, but they went into halftime down 2 points. RJ Barrett making some big contributions towards the end of the second quarter. The first half, Deuce McBride, quick couple of baskets at the end of the first half. He had that nice mid-range pull-up towards the end there. So they go into halftime down 2. But to me, the turning point of the game was late in the second half. It was early fourth quarter. You had the Knicks down, I think, 9 points. But Kevin Knox hits a quick 3-pointer. And then, in succession, Emmanuel quickly hits a step-back 3-pointer. This pulls the Knicks within 3 points. Then, Oklahoma City responds. They answer back with a 10-1 run of their own. This was mainly without SGA on the floor. He was sitting on the bench at this point. You had Poku answering back with a 3-point. Then the Knicks start missing, and OKC's taking advantage of that, getting out on the break. Jerome finishes a driving finish in transition. You've got Teo Maledon. Hopefully I said his name correctly. I don't think I did. But he's a young player. He gets out on the break and finishes. Thibodeau calls a timeout. Knicks don't get anything but a Robinson 1-for-2 trip at the line. But then SGA checks back in, and that 10-1 run turns into a 21-9 run. They really just put the Knicks away after that. So that was it, man. That was really it. They were just able to step on the gas and take advantage of us because we could not hit anything. Hopefully you don't hear the dog in the background. First off, let me break the ice here and kill the elephant in the room here. I actually thought, fluidity-wise, ball movement, the pace, and the defensive energy, at least for a majority of this game, looked a lot better without Julius on the floor. I think it just simply came down to the Knicks could not make their shots. The looks they got were high-quality looks. They were getting good looks. The ball was swinging around a lot. Side-to-side movement, north-to-south movement in the pick and roll. But we just didn't make shots, and we just don't make shots consistently enough. Missed free throws, missed three-pointers. How often do these free throws come back to bite us in these games? Especially lately. God, it has been brutal at the line for the Knicks lately. But yeah, so don't get me started with this whole, you see, I told you how they look without Julius Randle. They need him bullshit. Don't get me started with that yet. That's such an 18-year-old Gen Z on the internet comment to get their validation because it's the obvious thing to say and he knows he'll get their likes, right? That's something, that's the obvious answer here. I mean, you've got an entire season so far, an entire season's worth of games, 35-something games to look at what this team looks like with Julius Randle there. But you're going to discount that all of a sudden because you have a one-game sample size here where they took a loss? I mean, they were 17-18 with them. Let's pump the brakes. And this goes for both ways. Let's be fair. If they were to win this game, would I be, I wouldn't be saying, acting like it's the end-all be-all, and that's the case, boom. And I'd be, saying it does look pretty bad for Randle, but I wouldn't be jumping ship 110%. We have to find that balance. And this is literally what I've been saying. I said it a few episodes back. I've been dying to get a longer look at this team without Julius Randle. So now we're going to get a few games here since he's on the COVID protocol list. And hopefully he's healthy. Hopefully he's okay. I know he's got a family to take care of and is his mother who's diabetic. So hopefully everything goes on okay over there. But now we have a chance here, And could the Knicks have used some scoring last night? Yeah. They could have used the good Julius Randle, but that's the issue. The good Julius Randle has not shown up nearly enough this season, right? That's been the problem. And so Knicks fans are just a little thirsty. They want to see, they want to get a taste of what this team looks like without him on the floor. And so I will say I thought they did they played well in the aspects of the game that I was hoping they would have played well in without Randle. They moved the ball a lot better. They were playing at a faster pace, getting out in transition, especially in the first half, and playing defense. So I want to see this go on for a little bit more. I want to see what they look like tomorrow against Toronto, who they are also, I believe I just got an update from my buddy texting me saying Mitchell Robinson is now out. So he's got COVID. So I do want to see a few more games just to see how it looks without Randle on the floor. It's not that we hate, I'm not the biggest fan of Randle, but it's not that we want him to fail and we want the Knicks to do better without him so we can prove a point. No, I just want what's best for the team. And in my respective opinion, I think there's a shot that the Knicks are more of a team without him on the floor. I think that's a possibility. They obviously do need a star player. I just don't think Julius is that star player, and I don't even think that he can be a number 3 with his ego. He loves to be the guy to take it up floor and be that playmaker all the time. So, in order for this to work with him, I don't know. We really have to get a superstar who tells Randle, buddy, back off. I'm the guy, and Tibbs really has to lay it into him. But we don't see that with Thibodeau. We don't see the accountability there. So I don't know how this team in the future can make it work with them. But right now he's the number one, and we're just gonna have to live with it that he's gonna be here. But we just want to see what it looks like without him, and I really did like what I saw in terms of those couple of things. Now, Obi Toppin, who played in his spot, didn't exactly play well. He didn't kill it. He did have 7 rebounds in 27 minutes, but 5 points, 1 for 4 shooting, 0 for 1 from 3-point. He wasn't great. He had that missed free throw at the end of the half. Then, a possession or so later, he had the charge. But, I'm going to attribute that to not really having a point guard out there. Again, this was also without Walker. Obviously Rose is still out. And McBride was the starting point guard last night. He was kind of junk. He had 1 assist. He didn't really score efficiently. I would have liked to see Emmanuel quickly get the start. And with Walker out again tomorrow, I would hope it's quickly, but I don't think. I think it's going to continue to be McBride. Just because I think Emmanuel he has shown this year that he's made that jump as a ball handler. He's more advanced in ball handling, right? His pick and roll playmaking game has taken an uptick. And he seems to have a more capable playmaking game than he did last year. It's definitely improved. So I would have liked to see Emmanuel quickly get the point guard spot, and he plays really, really well with Toppin. I thought that would have been a great idea, but we'll see what happens. But I do think that attributed to why Obi wasn't great. He's an off-ball player. That's how he gets his buckets. It's off of baseline cuts and lobs and feeds from other guys. He wasn't exactly getting that in this one. Tibbs is for some reason reluctant to start Emmanuel quickly. He doesn't get many starts. What I did love, I'll tell you this, RJ Barrett. Sorry. We almost cut out there. I liked RJ's performance a lot. Why are we? Okay. We're good. No, RJ was 26 points. Now it's 1 game, right? 1 game versus OKC at that, which we lost. But seeing RJ Barrett play like that, without Julius Randle being able to be the number 1 playmaking option was somewhat promising. He had 26 points, 9 for 12 inside the arc. Okay, he was 10 for 20 overall because he was 1 for 8 from 3. But he was 9 for 12. And most of it, if not all, thinking back, was on the inside, was finishing. And RJ was finishing in a variety of ways again. He was going right, so it was good to see him finish with his offhand. He was going left. He was finishing through contact, drawing fouls, getting 9 free throw attempts. He had a lot of transition buckets because he was playing fast. Euro finishes. It was nice. He played really good with the ball in his hands. It's what Knicks fans love to see. They want to see it more, and they got it without Randle, without Kemba. He also had 3 assists in a game where the Knicks were pretty dog shit in terms of connecting on their shots. I really liked his game. I loved his pick and roll game early on with Mitch. Something we all love, the pick and roll with RJ and Mitch. Which brings me to my next problem. Why did we shy away from that? Why did we shy away from the Mitchell Robinson pick and roll as this game progressed? We went to it early on, and it was excellent. Mitch had about 4 or 5 rolls in the first quarter, and he was 4 for 5 in the first half. The Thunder couldn't stop him. They were clearing the lane, and he was just getting down there and throwing it down. The pick and roll game was really on point early on. But for some reason, we went away from it. It's something we need to see. We need to start seeing it more. RJ and Mitch really, really run that. They've got great chemistry together, but for some reason, Thibodeau doesn't run these half-court sets with those two as nearly as much as he should. I felt like that could have been huge for us if we just ran a little bit more of that Mitchell Robinson pick and roll game. But other than that, guys, that's it. That's it for this quick Knicks recap. The episode is not over. This was just the first half of the episode. We're going to head to a break. And when we get back from break, we're going to get to the NYY-NYK question of the day. And then from there, we'll get to the second half of this episode where, again, at least two of my buddies, if not three, we'll be talking some MMA, talk about the new year, and just shooting the shit, bullshitting on whatever to conclude the rest of this episode 297. All right. It's supposed to be my cousin Anthony and my buddies Mike and Tanner. Hopefully it is, because I've already got that as the title on the YouTube, on all platforms. It's the title of this episode, with Mike, Tanner, and Anthony. So hopefully, because I can't go back and change that once they hit recording, once I hit stop on the recording. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this segment of the show, and I hope you enjoyed the second segment of the show. But first, we're going to head to break, then we'll come back with the NYY-NYK, finish it off from there, and get to the episode. Be right back.
A custom wall tapestry is a surefire way to uplift any room's aesthetics with a personal touch. This 100% polyester wall tapestry comes with hemmed edges for extra durability, while its mildew and water-resistant properties ensure years' worth of decorating bliss. The advanced tapestry printing techniques guarantee crisp detail even for the craziest of designs in any of the multiple size choices. You can select a size of 26 by 36 inches, 51 by 60, 68 by 80, and 88 by 104. These wall tapestries usually ship in 7 to 10 business days, and the price ranges from $24.99 to $69.99, all dependent on the size you select. The Bomber Bacher blog wall tapestries come in orange, gray, and black. But most importantly, be sure when purchasing a wall tapestry for the Bomber Bacher blog that you use promo code 6A2841ERJC. 6A2841ERJC. Just go to ultimatesportsnetworks.com and click on the Shop MVP tab, searching the Bomber Bacher blog. And there you have it. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this episode. But first, I also want to let you know I have another blog. The blog I'm writing for is on ultimatesportsnetworks.com, titled The Bomber Bacher Blog. If you want to go subscribe to this blog, you should do so using my promo code 6A2841ERJC. Using that, you'd get a discount $7.99 a month to get the best Knicks and Yankees opinionated content around. Once again, guys, the Bomber Bacher blog on ultimatesportsnetworks.com using promo code 6A2841ERJC, $7.99 a month.
Alright, so you're listening to episode 297 of BD4. Guys, no better way to get your Yankees and Knicks analysis. Yanks every game, Yanks every series, Knicks every game. Be sure to subscribe to this podcast on YouTube if you haven't yet, and also the many listening platforms for the podcast as well. For this episode 297 of BD4, our NYY-NYK question of the day, brought to you by Anchor, best way to make a podcast. I want you to name This is more of a question for the newer fans, newer generation fans. Name all 8 head coaches the Knicks have had this decade, including interim coaches. All right, name all 8 Knicks head coaches they've had this decade, including the interim head coaches. All right, so let me know the answer on Facebook, Instagram, whether that be via DM or commenting on one of the little promo clips I post. And I'll give you a shout out in the next episode. Guys, this has been 297, episode 297 of BD4. But we're not done yet. The second half of this episode comes up right now. Hope you guys enjoy it. All right, guys. Let's get to that episode, or that segment of the show. Once again, where Mike, Tanner, and Anthony and I will be talking UFC, New Year's, and just bullshitting on whatever else. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get to it. Ciao. Yo, everybody else is fucking pissing me off.
What, you can't get them in?
I told them, I said 7 or 8, and then they're not listening. Now they're not coming on. They'll be here in a second. I'm just waiting for them.
Yeah, that's fine. What you been up to?
Nothing. Same shit, dude. Just watching the Rose Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Who was in the Rose Bowl?
It's Ohio State and Utah.
Oh, yeah.
And Utah.
Yeah. Utah was busting them last time I seen it.
Yeah, it's 35. It's 35-20 something.
Yeah. I seen
21.
A parlay guy had, and he was I forget what he put up. It was on BR betting, and the last thing he needed was Ohio State to pull it out, and then everyone was like, cash out.
Yeah.
Hopefully he cashed out. And it was a big ticket though, like a big winner.
I always fuck up, and it's always one leg.
Yo, yeah, it's always the last leg.
Yeah, it's so annoying, dude.
Yeah,
I had like an 8-leg one yesterday.
Yeah.
And like the easiest one you would think would hit didn't. I had all 7 except the 8th one was like the Knicks to cover against the OKC Thunder. And they ended up losing by 15.
Cash out?
They lost by 15. Dude, I'm like, that's gonna fuck me. That's gonna be the one to fuck me.
Yeah. Your Knicks.
Dude, they're ass.
Dang.
They're ass. And I don't want to hear shit about your fucking fantasy stats because that don't mean jack, Tanner. Fuck you.
No. Yeah, so what man, no UFC for the past 2 weeks? Man.
It's only 2 weeks away now.
Yeah. Good one too. That's gonna be one starting off with a banger.
Yeah, it's Shikatsi?
Oh yeah, that's actually I forgot. Yeah, I was thinking of the first pay-per-view. That's gonna be a good fight. What's that?
So that's the card before the Nagano fight.
Yeah, that's the first fight night. I forgot that was on there, and that's gonna be it, man.
Yeah,
Cater's last fight was literally like a year ago because of that Holloway.
Yeah,
he probably got suspended from. Yeah, man. I think Chikadze really could become champion though. I got the Chikadze in that fight. His giga kicks, man.
He doesn't lose.
Huh?
I don't remember the last time I've seen him lose.
Chikadze? I don't know. He might have one loss if
yeah.
Any. I don't know if he had. It probably isn't in the UFC though.
No, he was MMA, like professional MMA, but I don't think he was in the UFC before recently.
Yeah. But he's on a win streak. Yeah, he's probably had like 4 or 5 UFC fights, something like that. Probably 5.
Yeah.
But man, that he's gonna be a problem in that division.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if he will have like. I'd like to see if he wins this one against Cater. I'd like to see him maybe fight Ortega. That would be a good fight,
dude. I was just gonna bring that fight up. Because that was probably my favorite fight of this year. I know a lot of last year. I guess I know a lot of people like the Chandler Gaethje fight, and that was great. But I think my favorite fight was Brian and fucking Volkanovski. I mean that was nuts.
Especially since they got. I mean, there wasn't much build up, but there was a little bit of build up in the Ultimate Fighter. I know you watched that. That was.
I saw that was the first season I watched.
Yeah. See, I've watched other seasons, but not. You know what I mean? Through and through, like waited for the new episodes and all that. I just watched them on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, dude.
So I mean, I could basically say the same.
He had him. Was it the third round where he had him in a fucking hold?
Oh my gosh, bro! I don't know how he popped his head out of that. It was that guillotine.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh shit!
So that was crazy. But man, I'll tell you who I don't like right now is Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah, we were just talking about him the other day. Yeah.
Dude is such a nut, yo. So you beat a washed up, huh?
I said, I'm telling you, I told you, he's on juice. His head does not match his fucking body.
He's got a head like Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Yo, that's hilarious. It's funny because everyone says he looks like French Montana, and he literally looks just like French Montana.
On the juice.
Yeah. I'd be able to surprise me, but I didn't. I mean, he did win that fight in dominant fashion, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? He literally laid on top of the guy for 3 rounds.
That was the fight. Was that against Wonder Boy?
Yeah, and then he calls out Kamaru Usman like, dude, you think you're just gonna jump from what 9 or 8 and you just get your instant title shot? That's not how it works.
Yeah.
Not to mention, you literally lost the guys that are ahead of you in the rankings. Like, I don't know if Jeff Neal's ahead of him now, but Jeff Neal, he lost to him. Vicente Luque knocked him out cold. Like, dude, you don't just jump the line. I'm like, you beat a 44-year-old Damian Maia.
Let me get my cousin in here.
All right.
How do I invite? Oh, here it is. Hold on. Yeah, I'm excited, dude. It's going to be a hell of a year.
Yeah, I'm ready for – man, that Cyril Gahn card is about to be fire.
Yeah. Oh, shit, yeah. Again. All right, here he is. Hold on. Anthony. It's my cousin Anthony. Here he is. Why do you always get the fucking bottom, Anthony? Anthony, you always get the big screen. Hi, Anthony.
I'm just the big screen wonder. You heard me?
Did I interrupt your stream, Anthony?
No, Daddy took a little break.
Okay. This is Tanner. Tanner, this is my cousin.
How's it going, man?
How you doing?
Yep. Pretty good. How about yourself?
Good. Where's Little Ferd at?
He's fucking probably sleeping or drinking coffee. I can't get a hold of him. I'll wait for him. But yeah, dude. What'd you do yesterday? Did you guys do anything for New Year's Eve?
I went to a murder mystery party.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's cute.
That actually sounds crazy.
It was fun though. It was weird but fun.
Yeah. I'm in I got 1 or 2 more days of quarantine. I don't even know the fucking rule anymore, but
Are you have COVID?
I got the variant, I think, because I was around someone with it.
Dang.
Fortunately, I don't feel shit. Thankfully,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because you could have a cold, and literally every symptom of a cold is, you know what I mean, a symptom of that new COVID. It's like,
yeah, I don't know what the fuck to think anymore.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All I know is, vaccinated or not, you're not safe.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck anymore. Yeah, dude. I'm waiting for Mike, but we could just do whatever. Tanner.
Yo.
Have you been focusing on following the Yankees at all?
Yeah, I mean, you know me, yeah, but
I literally haven't paid a lick of attention. But real quick, I want to know your thoughts on. Do you want fucking Correa or no? Do you want Correa? Because at this point, I don't give a
honestly,
fuck.
I do want Correa. I mean,
at this point, I just want to win, dude.
Yeah, exactly. best shortstop in baseball, arguably, and
I'll fucking take
most
it.
well-rounded, I should say.
Fuck Torres.
Yeah, I mean, I like Torres, but yeah,
I'm done. I'm done with
he's
Torres.
such a streaky hitter.
All right.
Not to mention his glove's not that of a Correa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I haven't even paid attention to him, dude. Because there's a lockout right now anyway.
Yeah, I know that's crazy. Some guys are signing in like Korean leagues and stuff like that already.
Yeah. Hey, Ant.
Yo.
How's everyone down there?
All my friends are getting COVID.
How are your parents?
They're good.
That's good.
Yeah, as long as that stuff doesn't come in here, we'll be Gucci.
All right, I'm waiting.
But I already had COVID last year, so
Yeah,
I know what it's like.
I had it in the summer. But
Yeah, I feel like everyone's had it at least once.
Yeah.
It's better to have the antibodies than the vaccine.
Hey, yeah, whatever you want to do.
Right.
I don't give a shit at this point. I don't have an opinion on anybody. You do what the fuck you want. Just leave me the hell alone.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Leave me alone. I'm not.
Just don't force it.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
Fuck off, please.
Man,
No
I
mandates.
just see that crazy thing on Facebook. They were talking about microchipping people so they know if they're vaccinated or not.
Crazy.
Like, what the heck?
For real?
Yeah, it was like a implant that goes in your hand. I'm like,
Oh shit.
yeah. It was literally like, it looked like a little fuse from like just looked like it was the shape of like a little tiny fuse, and I guess they put it in your hand. I'm like, whose idea is that?
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, hold on.
People actually like support that. That's what's scary.
That is, yeah. That's some messed up stuff.
Oh shit.
Especially if you have politicians that are pushing that. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, dude. Just another way to control you.
Hey, I'm not gonna turn this whole thing into 30 minutes of that like it was last time with Mike. Because Mike could have went on and on forever.
Don't get Mike started, dude. We
Yo,
can't.
Tanner,
Don't
Mike,
say the word vaccine when Mike.
Yeah,
gets
my
on.
buddy Mike, you gotta be careful around because he's just like redneck hick from Tennessee. So,
I think didn't he used to be on Xbox? Or
yeah, you play with Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, you start getting him talking and he'll fucking go on forever. He's like a super, whatever you call it, Republican fucking. Yeah, it's funny. Yo, we were just talking about UFC before.
A big couple months coming up.
Yeah, the Francis fight's coming up this month, and I'm excited for that.
Good, what do you guys got in the main event?
I want Cyril gone so bad because just something about Francis rubs me the wrong way. I don't know what it is.
I think Francis will lose.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I just feel like Gone. He's the most well-rounded heavyweight probably ever. Like,
he's skilled. Francis is very big.
Yeah, he's just
skilled.
Yeah, dude, and he moves like you know what I mean. He moves like a flyweight. He's so quick. He's so nice on his feet.
I've been reading about the whole thing of his contract. He has one more fight left on his contract, I think, and then he might not.
I seen that. Yeah, he's talking about leaving the UFC after this fight.
Who, Francis?
But but Dana White, I think, squared that all up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure Dana got him like either a new contract or I don't know. He fixed it, I guess.
I want to see him and John Jones go eventually.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
I don't know. I don't see John Jones losing if he's still in his prime, at least.
If he comes back.
Yeah, that wrestling. Yeah, I think he could wrestle. He could get Cyril on the ground, or Cyril. If he could get Ngannou on the ground, then that would be a way to win. But I mean, there's always that puncher's chance. So.
Yeah, I mean, when Jones fought that Muay Thai fighter, man, I mean that was a hard fight for him.
Yeah. Are you talking about? Are you talking about? But who
I forgot his name. Let me look it up real quick.
Was it when he won by standing guillotine?
Let me see. I thought it went to decision.
I'm so mad because
Oh, then maybe you're thinking of was it Dom Reyes?
Yes. Yeah.
Dom Reyes. Yeah, that was a real close fight.
Yeah, that one.
A lot of people think he lost that.
It was close. Man. Then you got Adesanya fighting next month.
Yeah,
I'm scared for that, man. That's probably one of my favorite
that's
fighters
gonna
to
be
watch.
the, yeah, he's so fun.
Lose,
That's gonna be the second one between the two. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man,
You guys both have Adesanya?
I love Adesanya.
I think he's gonna win. I'm not really a fan of his personality, but as a fighter, I mean, he's
crazy.
Like, he's dominant, man. His
He's
hardest
so fun to
fight
watch
was
with him.
Romero, man.
Yeah, that was a war.
Yeah.
Same with when he fought Gastelum, that was also a war.
Yep.
Yeah. The one time that I literally like rooted against him, the guy just got destroyed. The Brazilian dude.
Costa.
Yeah, man. I was
really?
like so confident Costa was gonna go in there and do work, and he got obliterated. And then he blamed it on a bottle of wine that he drank the night before.
Oh my God.
So cringy. So cringy.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Costa's last fight, we're talking about fights. Yeah, against Vittori, man. We're talking about fights of the year. That's probably a real sleeper there.
That was a good fight. I watched that.
They were just the pace of that for 5 rounds, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Didn't Ortega get fight of the year?
Yeah, I think so.
That was definitely.
That's what we were just talking about, that fight.
Yeah, it was my favorite fight.
Can't have too many of those fights in your career, man.
Oh, dude, he took a beating.
Yeah, dude.
That shit's scary. Like, yeah, you're right about that.
And man, Ortega can take a beating. That's like when he fought Holloway.
Yep.
Dude just has a chin.
Holloway loves to scrap too, man.
But he had a really good fight this year too.
Yep.
Yeah.
That fight night card he was on a couple months back.
Oh yeah.
I forget, but he won.
He beat the crap out of somebody.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Dang, that's gonna bother me. I forget who that was.
Look it up.
Hold on. Oh, Yair. That was against Yair.
Yeah.
That was a war, yeah.
Let's see here.
Yair looked good, man. He's an underrated fighter.
Oh, that Marino fight's gonna be good too. That flyweight bout.
That's on that same card as the Francis. That's the co-main. Yeah.
It's so hard not to like Brandon Moreno.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
Isn't that the guy that that's not the guy that Garbrandt fought, is it?
Did they fight? So. Nah, I don't think. Are you talking about Garbrandt's last fight?
No, not his last fight. The first fight he had after Dillashaw.
Oh yeah,
where he
that
started swinging crazy and got knocked out in the last 10 seconds.
Was that Rob Font?
No.
Not Rob Font. Did he? You're talking about. I think that was. That's who. Is that who Jose Aldo just fought? No, that was Pedro Munoz.
Yeah, him, Pedro. Yeah.
No, he didn't fight Brandon though.
Make sure y'all watch Rodolfo Vieira fight too, man. He's on that card. He's on the undercard.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been following him. Yeah, I've been following him since he was competing in jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So ever since I started, he was still competing, and I would always watch him. He's a monster.
Yeah. You said you trained.
That's actually crazy.
You said you trained with that chick Miranda who fought.
Yeah, I trained. She lived in the next city over from me.
That's so cool.
So we would run into each other at tournaments and then at trainings sometimes, and we rolled and stuff. She's cool.
Dang. Is that Miranda Maverick?
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
I forgot where she moved to.
Heck, she's had a few fights in the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
I think she pulled out for a reason, or somebody else pulled out in one of her last 2 fights.
She had a girl pull out on her, yeah.
Yeah.
Then her last fight, she lost, but
hey, she's there though. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of Pena Nunez?
That's crazy, man.
Never
Never saw that coming, dude. You would have made a lot of money
so-
on that fight, dude. If you would have bet against Nunez, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I was just gonna
That
say
would probably
Tanner.
be like Holly Holmes and Rousey.
Yeah.
Like,
So I mean, Anthony and I were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, and Anthony goes to me, "Hey, if you put a couple bucks down, you're gonna make good bank."
yeah,
I'm like,
dude.
yeah, there's no fucking way that's happening. There's no way. And then it happens. I'm like shit. She was like plus 1,000, dude.
Yeah, it was. Literally, it's so crazy because before it started, I texted my buddy and I'm like, Amanda about to get upset. And then he texted me and was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, he was like, you called that one. And he ruined it for me because I was on a stream.
Yeah.
So I was like 20 seconds behind and I'm like, damn it.
Dang,
But
dude.
yeah, I don't know why. Everyone should have just sprinkled a little bit on that fight.
Dude, speaking of betting, I saw this TikTok. This guy put like $100 on like 3 players who would score the first basket in the game, and he got everyone right except for Porzingis.
He
Porzingis
missed
had
the layup.
yes,
Oh, he
bro.
missed that
$100
layup.
down to
Somebody
win
showed me
74
that.
grand, bro.
I seen it. It was the easiest layup in the world. And he
If
just
that was me,
shanked
bro,
it.
I would still be crying, bro. There's
Yeah.
no way.
I'm
He
dead.
should have
Those are the
dunked
ones
it.
where you're like, I gotta stop betting for a little bit.
Bro.
Yeah, you need to take a big hiatus after that one.
Yes.
That
Yes, dude.
would be.
And it's not like he even bet a lot of money, like just 100 down for that.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, it was to win like 80,000, I think, or something
yeah,
like that.
dude.
Something crazy.
I have a question. If you win like a certain amount on FanDuel or something, do they tax if it
I'm
gets
sure
to a
they
certain
do.
amount?
Yeah, I'm sure you have to fill out a form and all that, dude.
Because I've never won
Yeah.
more than a couple hundred, but like if it gets to the thousands, I'm sure you get like taxed and shit.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
to mention, you have to pay taxes on it for sure.
That's
at
like
the end of the year.
Bitcoin, man. Like any crypto that you win big, like you got to pay like a stupid tax on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're talking about like Cash App, if anything, or like Venmo and all that. Anything over $600 in 1 year, you have to put on your taxes or something like that.
That's
Like,
crazy.
stupid. Yeah.
Every time I bet on like something easy, they have like the worst fucking game of their life. It's a pain in the ass.
I'll tell you what I never understood is people that pay for the service of other people. Like there's people like you have to pay for it like monthly, and then they give you picks and stuff, and they'll say like, oh, I'm like 30 for my last 40 picks or like hit.
Wow.
I'm like, I would never pay for somebody else's
No,
picks.
do it yourself. No, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I would just Google it.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Maybe if you're like, don't watch sports or something, you want to bet, but
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I need a big year for. I'm going to be betting a lot on these UFC fights coming up, and one of them I'm going to be betting on is whenever they schedule it. Is the Oliveira and Justin fight?
Oof.
That's one.
Who are
I'm
you gonna
excited
take in that?
I really don't know because Justin's so violent and good.
I would bet on Oliveira, man.
But
I'm
Oliveira
not-
has become a monster, a
when
submission
you,
master.
dude, you just have to watch Gaethje against grapplers. Like
Okay.
Exactly.
Khabib demolished them on the ground, just straight like. So Gaethje,
And he was
can-
talking
Yeah.
all that crazy stuff. I've been wrestling since I was 5, and just you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
And Khabib had a broken foot. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, dude.
That was a good card right there. That was that card with Robert Whitaker, Jared Cannonier was on that card, and there were a couple other good fights on there.
Do you think we're gonna get a Leon Edwards Usman 2?
I
That'd be a
hope
good
not.
one.
I don't know. I thought Edwards was supposed to fight Masvidal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want the Jorge fight with Kobe. That's what I want.
Yeah,
I feel like
dude.
Masvidal
Yeah, you could
ducks
put
a lot
them
of
on an
people.
Ultimate Fighter and make a lot of money.
That would be nice.
Fuck.
That would be awesome, dude. That would be like a Garbrandt and Dillashaw kind of
Dude, that's gonna
Ultimate Fighter,
make money
bro.
too.
Yeah, but now, dude, Masvidal is like calling out Jake Paul and stuff. It's just getting really like cringe.
It's just getting WWE, dude. It's
Yeah,
just-
man.
Yeah. Rankings mean nothing now.
Oh my god.
If your
Dana
name's
White
Conor
started it
McGregor-
when he brought CM Punk into the UFC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
See that I wouldn't be opposed to if you would let Jake Paul in the UFC for like a fight or two and watch him
Did you
get
see what
mauled.
Jake Paul said today? He said, "I'll join
Well-
the UFC," and then he gave like a big list of requirements, some bullshit like ultimatum.
Like you have to rig my first 2 fights so I get the
it's just
respect of the
bullshit
fans.
list. The guys, I just
Man.
can't with that kid.
Did you see they said that fight against Woodley, the second one's only sold 65,000 pay-per-views?
Really?
Yeah, it was only 65K. I don't know. Now I don't know if that's true or not, but
Huh. I believe
That's
it
a
wasn't really
dub.
hyped up.
yeah, it was. And it was supposed to be Fury, and
Yeah, and I think Fury would have won.
yeah, I hoped.
You guys,
But he's got to fight. He's got to fight a real boxer. But enough of the Jake Paul talk. He's I
just can't.
he's not even worth the time.
No, but that's his whole shtick is he gets people to talk about how much they hate him, and that's what makes him the money.
Yeah.
Everybody watches.
Did y'all see the video of Covington talking about Dustin Poirier?
Yeah, that was a little
He
far,
went
dude.
over the line, bro.
I know he's got a
he's
character
talking-
to play. I get that,
Yeah.
but that was much.
He said
That
your
was-
wife's a hoe. This that.
You're
He
Just
called him a
father.
bad father, just everything, dude. I
Yeah,
was
like-
like, he called his kids a pawn. Like, I was like, bro, what are you
Oh yeah,
doing?
that one. There's another one that he was just like. There's like 2 or 3 videos where he just buries Poirier. Like
He's mad. He's gone like full on Connor with the shit
yeah,
talk.
he's
I'll
worse.
tell you
though,
what,
I'd say.
though, man. I mean, besides Usman, I mean, it's gonna be a tough fight for anyone that fights Colby, dude.
Yeah.
Even Usman had a tough fight with him the second fight and the first fight, but
Yeah.
I mean, Usman's is on a whole
Well, he's
nother
good.
he's level, man.
He's a monster. They're both. I mean, Kobe's good.
It's
You
crazy.
can hate him all you want, but he's a
Colby's
monster.
really good. His cardio is insane. He has good striking, good wrestling, just everything.
I'll tell you, I'd like to see Colby or Usman fight next would be Vicente Luque. I think he's probably one of the best in that division, man.
Yeah. I haven't seen him a ton, but I know he's really good.
Yeah, bro. He and his level of competition, he's beat some good top tier guys.
Yeah, man.
One of his only losses is Leon, I think.
Okay.
That was a little minute ago.
I think they have to do Edwards and Masvidal after the backstage fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Masvidal is ducking.
Yeah.
Just like with Kobe, man. Like the UFC said, you know what I mean? They sent him both contracts.
That fight makes the most sense to me. Let them
It's a fight
fight.
that they both sell, you know?
Yeah,
I
dude.
don't
Let them
understand
fight,
why.
man.
Yeah.
You have
I
a
wanna
good
see that.
backstory.
Yeah.
You'll have a good press
Yeah.
conference.
That's why I don't understand. That's that and the it's that fight, and I also want to see. I don't know about now, but we might have to wait a little more for Amanda and Valentina, number 3.
Yeah. I think the problem with that is the weight class. Like, I think Valentina's content where she's at. She doesn't want to move up.
So
And then,
has the
Amanda's
belt
already in 2 divisions.
2, right? Amanda has to go. She also has the other belt. Where is it? Is it down a weight class?
It's 135 and 145, I believe.
And Valentina's, so she would have
She has 125, I think.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I could be wrong on that.
But
I
there
don't
was
think
also
it's-
talk about Kayla Harrison coming into the UFC, and they want her to
That
fight.
would be awesome, dude.
That would be crazy. See, the
Yeah.
thing is, though, she fights at, I want to say they have like a 155-pound women's division where she fights. So her making 145, that'd be hard. I think that it's either that or
I don't know.
it's either 145 or 155. I have no idea.
I
But yeah,
was listening-
she'd have to cut more weight. So
I don't know. I was listening to Rogan, and he was saying how like they should change the weight class, how about like cutting weight because it makes it just some of it's very unhealthy, and he thinks
Oh, yeah.
they should have a class every 10 pounds. What do you guys think about that?
Every
Yeah,
10 would be good. Yeah.
yeah,
Because some of it like they just don't. Some fighters they drop a lot of weight and they just don't look right. Like,
Yeah,
sure,
sometimes.
that's Like
And then
Khabib,
they
he just
put
started
like
160.
restrictions, right? They put weight cutting restrictions, like you can't use IVs anymore and stuff like that.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah. It's
But now there's the most like popular, or I guess what you could say is like the one weight class that actually was gaining a lot of traction was 160, because you go from 155 to 170. So like Poirier's one of them guys. He walks around like 189. Well, that's what Covington said. He walks around like 190. So I mean, that would make a lot of sense for him. Like that'd be his weight class probably. But I mean, you never know. Dana White's probably not. I doubt he'll start another weight division. We'll see though.
Speaking of Dustin, what do you think is next for him?
Yeah.
Hendricks used to cut a lot of weight.
Yeah.
That dude would walk around in the 200s.
Who's that?
Johnny Hendricks.
Oh, Hendricks.
And then cut to 70.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Shit's far. I could never. Fuck.
He also had like the most rigged fight of all time
Bro,
against GSP.
yes. People to this day tell me that Hendricks lost. I'm like, no, bro.
Yeah, there's no way. Even Dana White knew it was.
You need to get rid of this stupid, you got to beat the champ. Like, no, man. Take the champion title out and just go off the pure score and how the fight went. Stop doing, well, it was close, but since he's the champion, you didn't beat him significantly. And like, come on now.
Yeah.
I agree.
Wow.
I don't know, man.
But that's like Rumble Anthony Johnson. He fought at like 3 weight classes.
Dude, yeah. He missed weight a couple times too.
Yeah.
Him and
he just got
Hendricks
arrested.
Yeah. Did he?
Yeah, for like I want to say it was either right before or right after. Bellator has that like what is it, Grand Prix? It's like a tournament for $1 million. He got accused of some sort of fraud, like credit card fraud or something like that.
Oh, I did see something about that. Yeah. That's not a joke. If you get in trouble with fraud, that's like a federal charge.
Yeah, for sure. That's like people scamming those whatever is PPP loans and stuff. That were for businesses.
Yeah, dude. You're looking at mad time.
Yeah, that's federal.
Like these kids that swipe copy cards on an MRX or a MSR.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how people get away with that all the time. That's crazy. That's a big risk though, but
oh, you're doing it time.
Yeah.
You guys think we're gonna get Jan and Sterling to go rematch?
Paper champ.
Yeah.
Yo, that meme you sent me, man, that was
I was
hilarious.
just gonna bring that up. How fucked up was that?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's not a fight that really excites me because I feel like Jan's just on a whole other level compared to Sterling.
Yeah, but there's just a lot of shit talk there. That's the only thing.
Yeah, it's like, man, what do you guys think of O'Malley?
Oh, fuck,
that kid's good, man, Sean. But he needs to stop calling himself undefeated.
Yeah,
I don't. The dude annoys
it's cringy.
the shit out of me.
Yeah, definitely is.
He's good though, man. He's really good.
He's really good.
And he's ranked now, but he was just calling out an unranked fighter.
You think he's gonna get? He should just fight Garbrandt.
He would just. I think he would destroy Garbrandt.
He would pick him apart.
I think he would destroy Garbrandt. Not in Garbrandt's prime, it would have been better, but like right now,
yeah, he hasn't done much since like 2017.
And Garbrandt's good. He has a lot of heavy hands, but like, dude, he gets I don't know. He can get under his skin easily.
Yeah, his chin's gone.
Yeah.
He's good.
Well, boys, I hate to cut y'all early. I got a jet.
Oh, yep.
All right, man.
All right.
Y'all gonna be on next weekend for this?
Yeah, I'll be on next week.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. All right. Hey, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
You too.
Yes, sir.
Nice meeting you, bro.
Yep. Nice meeting you too, man.
All right. We'll all get up.
All right, Pants.
All
right. Tanner. Yeah. Fuck. I was gonna say.
Back to you. Yeah. I just, man, that's funny. That meme you sent me. I said that to a couple of my buddies.
It was the fucking Rock. It was then it was the Aljo, and then it was fucking Amanda.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
man.
I couldn't. I laughed for like a fucking day straight after. I just kept looking at that shit.
Yeah, man, that's funny.
Oh my God. Fuck
But yeah, that's O'Malley, he needs to fight a ranked fighter next, man.
He's good. He's fucking annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah, I just watched him on a podcast the other day. He was
He's got his
talking
own
about
little podcast.
Yeah, he does it with he actually has two, but
It's good. It's a big one. Oh,
yeah.
He's got two.
Yeah, he's got one with his brother where I don't know what they do, and then one with like his coach. So I mean,
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know I don't really watch them, but he was on the Nelk podcast. I always watch the Nelk podcast.
Yeah.
They always got good people on there, like John Daly, just a mix of.
They had Kamaru on there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I seen that one.
They had Dana White on there months ago. Yeah, they're good. They're really good too. Do you think we're gonna get Max Holloway and Volkanovski number 3?
Yeah, got to, yo. Yeah, we have to.
Yeah.
I feel like Holloway got robbed in that second one, and that first one was so close. That's just a fight that just makes so much sense, you know.
A lot of people want to see that again.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's gonna be. Yeah, that'll be nice. That would be a headliner of a pay-per-view. But yeah, so we got Chikadze, then we got the Gone pay-per-view. I know they scheduled
the Gone pay-per-view. Yeah, that's 270, and then 271 is Izzy. You know who I want to see fight again?
Who's that?
Fucking Patty the Batty.
Oh yeah, did you see who he's scheduled to fight?
Oh, that's the one you sent me. Him and Cowboy Cerrone.
Oh yeah, Cowboy. That's gonna be.
Is that official?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's official. I guess they both signed.
That's a fight card, right?
I think so. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is.
Yeah,
makes sense.
That's gonna be fun. This dude's he's exciting.
Yeah, he's hilarious after he won that last fight. His accent and everything. And then you see his diet.
What?
Did you see his diet?
No.
See, the dude blows up, like he just blew up to like it looked like he was like over 200 pounds.
Are you?
He like loves fast food. Yeah, like loves fast food and shit.
Oh my God! Hold on.
I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, he's definitely funny. That's like that kid the UFC just signed Ian Gary.
Oh my God!
Did you see him fight? I forget who he fought. He knocked him out. He was on the last pay-per-view, I think, or not the last pay-per-view. I want to say that was probably like a month before the last pay-per-view, so that would have been. Trying to think of what card that was on. You know what I was talking about because he was like they just kept talking about him and then he knocked him out. He like looked up to Connor. He's from Ireland. He's an Irish kid.
I gotta look him up.
That's kind of the kind of hype that he's. Well, Patty's got more hype, but yeah, that's they're both hyped up.
That's gonna be fucking fun.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Wait, did you say you have Did you say you ever got UFC 4 or no? The video game.
Oh no, I don't have it.
Get it.
My Xbox broke. It's actually right here.
Okay.
Next to my bed. It's all jacked up. It just stopped turning on, bro. Or I'd push the button, it would light up, and then just turn right off.
But I'm gonna. Do you have like Xbox One?
Oh, I had an Xbox One.
Yeah.
My brother has a PS5, so whenever I want to play the game, I just you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Hop on there, play some Madden or some GTA or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gotta get a new system. Yeah.
I have to say,
I would have already had a 5 if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the 5.
People weren't selling them for $800.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's so fucking much money.
Yeah.
It's
starting to go down a little bit, but
is it like? And they're impossible to get.
Yeah, I just seen a lady on Facebook selling one for like 500, but I'd already had like.
I tried to sell my 4 on the Facebook Marketplace. That place is a fucking scam full of bots, dude.
Yeah.
All I kept getting was like inboxes from like foreign bots.
Yeah.
It was so obvious. So I fucking
and then you're like, all right, you got to ship it to them, and it's like you end up not getting paid.
Yeah, I was out. I didn't even fucking bother. So
you didn't even sell it.
No, I'm not gonna sell it, and I'll do it like Amazon, but not until I like. I don't know. I don't know how much I can get for this shit, dude.
Yeah, if it's the only ones that really are still worth the same amount is the what's the bigger one, the newer one? It's like
Slim
the Pro or something.
Pro.
Pro, yeah, I think it's the Pro. Because I think the reason is because those are the only PS4s that you can play in 4K. You know.
Yeah, that's another thing. I need a TV, a new one.
Yeah,
because that's the real. That's how you get your graphics.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the PS5, like playing that in 4K, man, it's crazy. It is. It definitely could tell the difference.
Yeah, for real. All right, man.
Yeah, man. How about your Knicks?
Yeah. All right, we'll talk about the fucking Knicks for 5 minutes because I really don't want to fucking talk. I talk about the Knicks enough. They're shit, dude. What the fuck you want me to say? They don't have shit. They don't have talent. Yeah. They have, the number one option is a number 3, and then they've got RJ Barrett, who's a role player at best. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
they don't have it.
Man, you guys shouldn't. I don't know. I didn't think RJ Barrett was all that coming out of college.
He's just, he's just. There's, the thing is, if you're a guard in this league, you need to be able to do 3 things: either be athletic, be able to dribble, or be able to fucking shoot the ball. And he could do neither of those things great. Right. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So,
you guys should have went after Lonzo, man.
Yeah, and they freaking let him go to the Bulls. They let DeMar DeRozan go over there, and the Chicago is like a powerhouse in the East right now. So
yeah, it's crazy, man. We could have guessed that though. They have a nice team. And you got Vucevic.
Yeah,
they knew what they were doing last year when they traded for Vuce. You guys don't even. I don't know. I feel like Mitchell Robinson, man.
We don't have much talent. Mitchell Robinson's ass, bro. I gave him 4 years. Yeah, I'm tired of 7 points, 7 rebounds every night. You're big. Come on.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But you guys do have. Here's the thing I'm happy about is like all the contracts they have are they're expiring very soon, and most of them are team friendly, so they can like get cap room and it's not the worst situation in the world. But I just don't know. At least you guys got fucking Cade Cunningham, who looks like a star.
Yeah, that's good. I was actually mad during the draft. The Thunder offered the 6th pick, which they took Josh Giddey, solid player, and then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander offered the number 1. And I like Shai Gilgeous a lot.
Everybody likes that kid.
Yeah. I think there was a couple of questions because I think he tore his ACL or his Achilles last year. So
yeah, there's some
one of the two.
But he's
I was kind of upset about that. But the kid's a stud. And then we got a lot of nice little pieces. But I'll tell you, it makes me mad is Saddiq Bey, and he has been playing really good as of late. But bro, he'll shoot he'll go 1 of 8. Like literally, he'll average I want to say all of last month, he probably shot 30%. Like he just shoots the ball so much and misses so much. It's crazy. It's fucking insane. But I love Jeremy Grant.
I liked Saddiq Bey at Villanova a lot. I was one of the guys I wanted the Knicks to draft later on in the 2nd round.
Who's that?
I liked Saddiq Bey when he was at Villanova.
Oh yeah.
He was a good 3-and-D wing. I don't know. Yeah, so I guess he's just inconsistent or something.
Yeah, but I guess the numbers are coming around now, but I think that's because a lot of guys had COVID, so he was getting a lot more shots up. I want to say Jeremy Grant was out, so we're missing a couple guys. You know what COVID's been this year, bro.
Dude, it's fucking
especially in the NBA, yeah.
It's crazy because every team's got a rotation full of G League players now.
That's what I was just about to say. Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna have to do something because you gotta. This is. I don't know what you do. You can't keep testing players who don't show symptoms because then they have to go on the thing and you have to figure something out because this is a nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
It's just gonna be like this forever if you keep. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's crazy. I don't even remember what the shit's like without COVID. What sports and stuff are like.
I just hope they don't have to go back into a bubble again.
Oh my gosh, that would be awful.
Yeah.
But man, we got the worst record in the league though, so there's that.
Yeah, you do suck ass. I'll give you that. If I complain about the Knicks, you guys have 5 or 6 wins. So.
And on top, like obviously, I wasn't expecting like a championship run, but thought maybe we could at least make a push for the playoffs with this team. But whatever. I like Isaiah Stewart. The only guy I'm really not that high on is Killian Hayes. I don't think he's that good.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because he was an international kid from I forget where, Germany or something. I don't know.
I was gonna say it might be from Greece or something. I forget where I drafted him out of.
But he's a point guard. I was really high on him entering the draft, but I guess he's just project point guard. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean he was injured most of last year. Now this year when he does play, he just puts up like you said, like Mitchell Robinson, like he'll give you like 7 points, maybe 6, 7 assists, like nothing. He doesn't stuff the stat sheet. I'll tell you who everybody should have drafted is that Franz Wagner, man. He's killing it right now.
He's good. Orlando.
On the Magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
That kid is a stud.
He can play.
Yeah. But, man. What's your guys' record right now?
Currently 17 wins, 19 losses.
Yeah.
So,
I tell you,
mediocre.
Cavs are hot, man. Or they were hot for a while. They're 19.
Cavs are young, too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think
man.
I really want for some reason I think Chicago's a fun team to watch. Like I want them to take it.
They are definitely.
Yeah.
It's a new team too.
And they're very exciting and young. And in the Western Conference, though, I think it's going to be one of Phoenix or Golden State. I mean, I think that's
for sure. I agree with that, especially once they get Clay back, man.
Dude, if he comes back and he's healthy, holy shit!
They already said he's practicing and he looks as good as ever. Somebody, obviously, they're going to say that. Somebody on the Warriors said that a player, but
yeah,
man, that's scary. That's a scary sight right there. They don't even have Clay, and they're playing at a high level like that.
Even if he is like 75%, he's still gonna. I mean, he's still
exactly. He's still one of the best shooters in the league.
Yeah.
That's something you don't really lose unless your name's Markelle Fultz.
Shit, what happened to that dude? Where is he?
He's in Orlando, I think, still, but he's injured.
Oh my god.
He's been injured all year, I should say.
That was supposed to be the next James Harden.
Oh my gosh, bro. I was high on him too when the Sixers took him. I was kind of hyped. I was like, that'll be fun to watch, but
they had a lot of hit or miss drafts.
Yeah, the Sixers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Michael Carter Williams that one year, and he won Rookie of the Year.
That was supposed to be the next Rondo.
Yeah. Yeah, it always happens. I can't really say much because the Pistons are the same way.
Yeah. Do you like your coach?
Oh, yeah, I like Dwayne Casey. It's just a process, man. I mean, look, he basically built that team in Toronto, so
yeah,
it's all a process. I think he's a great coach, but
yeah,
there are talks of firing him for some odd reason.
Every time your team, is bottom of the league, there's always going to be that kind of talk.
Yeah,
whether it's his fault or not.
But yeah, it's I mean, well, Nick Nurse won it. Yeah, he coached that Raptors team. Where he's a good coach. I don't know why they let him go.
I don't know.
But yeah, I can't complain there. Well, you like your guys'? Who's your guys' coach?
It's Tom Thibodeau. I like Thibodeau.
Oh, it is Tibbs. Yeah, I forgot.
I like him.
I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, that's.
He's got he's got his flaws, but I do I like him.
Yeah. Yeah, Thibodeau is a great coach.
He is. It's just, again, it's the same thing with the Knicks. They need a superstar.
Yeah.
And, the problem is if they were to trade for one, that would take their entire roster. They would have to gut their entire team and blow it up. And they do have a lot of draft capital, but I don't know.
Would you like to see you guys make a push for Ben?
I don't want Ben Simmons. No.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Not in New York City. He's got the mental issues right now. I don't want that in New York City.
Yeah.
They would eat him
mentally
alive,
implode.
bro.
For sure. I mean, not the Philly's one of the most critical fan bases, but you go from Philly to New York, that's
Exactly. And there's also the fact that he's a good player, but I don't want my point guard not having a jump shot.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. I just not in 2021, 22.
I was gonna say it's rare where that even. I mean, you look at like the Celtics when they won in like 08. You got Rondo, but when does a winning team ever have a point guard that can't starting point guard?
Long ago. This is a league where you need to be able to shoot.
Yeah, exactly. Space the floor,
especially your lead guard.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want that, man. I don't want that on my team. No, thank you.
I don't know why they haven't unloaded him by now. You want to make a playoff push, man. You're gonna have to trade him for something.
It's a big contract, dude. GMs don't want to pay that contract for what they're getting.
There's a lot of teams interested. They said they're not a lot, but there has been probably 4 or 5 teams.
It's just it comes down to the value. I mean, he's a good player, but do you want to pay all that money for a good player?
Right.
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I appreciate you coming on, dude.
All right, man. Yep, anytime.
All right, dude.
All right, man. Yep.
Well, all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. That was episode 297 of BD4, where there is no better way to get your Yankees and Knicks analysis. Hope you enjoyed it. Talked a little Knicks at the top of the show. Then went into some UFC with Tanner, Anthony, and I. Mike could not make it. Thanks once again, Mike, for joining. 2 weeks in a row now. You've done a spectacular job. No, thank you all. Mike will be back hopefully next weekend, and it was a good job by Anthony and Tanner. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you next time. This has been episode 297 of BD4. All right. Ciao. This podcast is brought to you by Anchor. It's the best way to make a podcast. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm.